Look, even people that we consider dire enemies are probably pretty good people. They're like us. They're just trying to make it through. Um, there's so many things that we have to worry about all the time. We have to worry about our health and our education. We have to worry about our friends and family. All these things are constantly pulling at us, and to add complexity to all this, we have to, most all of us have to go to work, and we have a whole nother set of things that we have to worry about. It's a complex world, and on top of all of that, we now have all these different avenues of social media that allows us to vent our feelings in a very immediate and raw way. And it makes it seem like we're all, if you scratch the surface of all of us, we're ugly underneath. And I don't subscribe to that point of view. I try not to. I travel quite a bit, and there's very few times where I ever feel threatened, or in fact, I never feel threatened. But there are those few times where you encounter people that have this negative aura around them that is very disconcerting, and you just have to avoid. But most people that have different beliefs or live different sorts of lives, most people, when you meet them, they're kind, gentle people that most definitely greet you with a smile and a handshake, and some of them a hug. And they're always excited to see someone that looks different than them. And I just hope that we don't lose that in this new social media world that seems to let be ugly first. And I don't know. I've been doing a lot of thinking about how to interact with my own little audience that I have, and to continue with my own artwork, and to share it in different ways. And one of the different ways for me is maybe to do more video. A photograph that I can share, or some writing that I can share. Those are all great things. But I want to try to teach myself new skills, and this is learning in process, obviously. These last few months, this whole last year, it's just been it's been a ride. And I'm one of the lucky few, and I know that I made some very concrete choices of how I wanted to live my life a couple of years ago, and I sacrificed a lot, but I also gained a lot. And a lot of people think that my lifestyle of traveling and writing and staying, spending hours and hours at cafes, drinking tea and coffee and eating cupcakes and brioches, and those little Neapolitan square things too. Those are pretty good. Like I said, I made a lot of choices to get to that point, and but on top of that, I also know that I'm fairly lucky that I was able to do so, and I just forget that I left a lot of uneasiness in my heart by making those choices. And sometimes you forget that when you get to that place that you want to be at, when you decide that you're going to make changes, and you make all these changes, and then you end up someplace else, and you end up where you wanted to be to get into a happy state of mind. Sometimes you forget that you're in a happy state of mind. I'm a pretty lucky guy. And then I get embroiled in all these things that are happening in the world, and it starts to bring me down. And more and more I start to look at news feeds where I used to look at a sexy camera gear all the time. And you forget, you get sort of pulled into all of that. This is sort of like a restart for me. I'm working on some new projects. I finished my next issue of Linger Journal. I finished a book. I have a couple different books that I have in mind that I want to get onto my little blackboard up here, and a whole new project that's going to take me to the ends of the world. and be able to share it with people and I hope an exciting new way. I want to concentrate on that. I mean, what a wonderful thing we have, some of us, the ability to experience different cultures and different countries and different people. And I have to get back to that place that I struggle to get to, that when I meet people, I don't meet strangers. I just meet people that I haven't met yet. And I don't ever want to think that if I smile at someone that I won't get a smile in return. And it doesn't matter if we have different beliefs, and it doesn't matter if we're Republicans or Democrats or liberals or far right wing whatevers. I think that most people are sort of in the middle of all that anyway. We just have to become great, I think, by moving into the middle, and we have to celebrate that. So anyway, like I said, these videos are a work in progress, but I'm taking a break from the very long process of making my very first movie. Yes, I'm making a movie. And I'm realizing how when they make movies in Hollywood, they can have a script, they can have all the best people working for them and Oscars on their shelves and, the best of the best. And until they get to the end of the movie, until they review what they just spent 8 hours doing and it's only a minute of time, they really don't know what they have. I'm discovering this and I'm enjoying this process so much. And what's so exciting to me is that soon I'm going to be able to show you guys what I've been working on for the last couple of months and why I've been absent more than usual on Facebook and what have you. Winter is starting to finally sort of recede here and there, and you get some nice, more warm days, and now, and so cold days like now. But it's nice to know that the weather is changing yet again, and that's the greatest thing about life and humanity. Depend upon is that there's always change, and we need to celebrate change, and we need to look forward to change, and we need to just go forward. So, see you in the world. Ciao.